hello. Welcome to Primal Perspectives, episode number 3. I'm joined by Evan, the T-Rex Singleton, a.k.a. the strongest man on earth, me, Matt Mullen, a.k.a. Coach Buffalo, and today our first ever guest, Mr. Adam Wright of Gym 5.
How you doing? Thank you for having me, guys.
Yes.
This will be fun.
It'll be nice for the viewers to actually put a face to the name because we talk about you all the damn time.
I appreciate that.
I claimed you as my father in the first...
I believe the nickname we gave him was Daddy.
Daddy Adam.
Yeah.
Daddy Adam.
If I was to have 2 sons, you guys would do a good job at that.
Aww.
Being canines, maybe a T-Rex and a buffalo, because I always have dogs, so that worked out really well.
Thank you. It was kind of a test, honestly. I was like, we'll see if Adam actually listens to the whole thing. Because I said it kind of towards the end.
Yeah, you were like, if Adam watches this, and I was like, you know Adam's going to watch that.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to listen to it tomorrow. I'm going to drive to West Virginia in the morning, so yeah, I'm going to listen to it. It's going to be great. I look forward to it and see what we get into today.
But now we're back at it, so tell us, Mr. Adam, how did we come intertwined? Give us a backstory of you. Obviously, the owner of Gym 5.
How did Gym 5 come to be?
Yeah, all of these things. Let's just start with you.
All right,
Adam.
yeah,
Where are you from? Who are you?
I haven't done many of these podcasts before. I believe I've done one, but if we're going to do this one, it's great to come here and do it with you. But yeah, as far as like the backstory on Gym 5, I was born in Mayfield, Kentucky. I grew up in Statesville, North Carolina. Went to high school there, Statesville High School, and my favorite subject there was weight training. You know what I mean? So I kind of took that. I went to Appalachian State. I got a marketing degree after that. Moved to Nashville. Worked for a guitar company for a while. It was really fun. That kind of fizzled out. And I started working at a gym for $3.25 an hour, and that was probably one of the best jobs I've ever had because that kind of taught me that to sell. You know what I mean? To sell stuff.
What year was that?
Oh man, it's 100 years ago. You know, like, let me think about that. It was
the first ever.
I think that I started working there. I mean,
what was it like when they created fire?
I gotta tell you, I mean, I tried to date it. You know what? It's funny because I just tried to date it in my mind, and I was working there whenever the Twin Towers were hit that morning. You know what I mean?
God.
Yeah, so it was
24 years ago.
Yeah,
now.
so it was a long time ago. I remember I opened that gym. You know, this was back when I used to party. I used to go to Blues Club at night all the time. But you know, a lot of times I would I'm sorry guys, but whoever, I don't know if you're still around, Mark, if you're still in the club or not. But sometimes I would get in the morning. I'd go sleep in the pumper room because they had a pool. You know, because I'd be getting in at like 3 o'clock because we'd be out partying. So I'd be getting about 3 o'clock. But yeah, I remember one morning I was actually awake that morning, and then I was cleaning the floor, and I looked up and I saw the TV screen, and coincidentally I thought I saw a tornado on the TV, so I just kind of walked over there and looked at that, and then that's when I realized that the big plume of smoke and then the Twin Towers had been hit, but kind of got off subject there. But yeah, that's how long I've been in the gym business. Yeah.
Where were you, Evan?
Where was I? I was in elementary school.
Nice. How was that?
2001. Yeah, I was in elementary school. I was, like 8 years old? 9 years old? Somewhere in that ballpark, give or take. I don't know. I'm bad with math.
I was like 4, I think.
God, you're fucking young.
But yeah, I mean, fast forward after that, if you guys want to go to like the little back history of the gym, it's I was working for the guitar company. I wanted a job there, and then they had me moving, if I wanted to take the gig. I didn't really want to do that. I love Nashville, love the music scene, love the Tennessee Titans, a lot of things here, had some family and stuff. So I just woke up one morning, and it was funny. I just really rose up out of bed, and like the first thing I said, I was like, I'm going to open a gym. I like literally said that. And then from that like second on, that's all I did. I was obsessed with like looking at tax records on places and, just kind of buildings I needed and like where they're at. Obviously the affordability, was going to be a major factor, because I wanted to buy the property. But then to buy that property, what set me into East Nashville, it was like the densest population, compared to the proximity of downtown. And that's what I went for. So I was able to get the biggest building closest to downtown, but in there I had to deal with a lot of bullshit, just from the neighborhood. It's not great now, but it damn sure wasn't good back then. I mean, I've said this before, but I've had a hard time like keeping air conditioner compressors on. It was just a lot of fighting. I was like picking up a lot of shit in the parking lot, just stupid shit. I mean, all the time. But kind of fought through that, tried to figure out how to build things, and I had to be a contractor the very first start. I don't know if you saw the building before you guys have maybe seen some pictures before the tornado. That thing was really handmade.
Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff that was falling apart. It was me, my stepdad, and my dad was over there, and my brother Jamie, and we just kind of built it from scratch, and it lasted a good while, and that place did great. You know, the East Nashville community, man. It's just like that's how I made it. Was just they're very supportive of a small business, and that's something I think we need to get back to as a society. It's like small business gets thrown to the side. Yeah. You know, and like this Nashville just like property tax shit now, and it's just like just trying to drive everybody out. But anyway, if I want to keep going on that,
well, the gym is in East Nashville. I mean, I've been here for 3 years now.
Yeah,
and even since I've been here, the area has grown immensely. And I think it was maybe 2 years ago, there was like a real estate guy that was describing to me that like if you're looking at Nashville on the map, they're kind of how they're, I guess you could say like gentrifying areas where they're like kind of, it's almost like pizza slices where they went like, they did West End, then they did like 12 South End, then they did like Midtown, then they did like North Germantown. Now, do you think that, I don't know, you probably have more insight than me, like East Nashville, is that kind of next on them going through, or do you think that East is going to kind of fight back and keep it? Because it's quite unique, East Nashville, compared to most of Nashville. You get like that LA feel in a lot of Nashville, like the Gulch or like 12 South. There's like,
yeah, I never go anywhere. I go over to I go to the gym. I go to my friend's Jeff's farm, and I go to my basement and hang out with all of my guitars and shit. Like, I don't know about West Nashville anymore. I haven't been over there in a long time. I just won't go.
You're a man.
See, it takes like 4 hours to go over there.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're not wrong.
But yeah, East Nashville's kind of you know, it's just everything is very expensive. You know, when I bought the building, you know, back then for the same price that you could maybe buy one of those little shitty tall skinny houses. It's on a 1/100th of an acre. You know what I mean? Dude. So that was one thing that helped me out. I was able to buy it. You know,
I think those houses are so fucking ugly.
No, it's tough and they fall apart.
The same, too.
Yeah, they look like a gingerbread
exactly
house.
The same.
Just like.
Yeah,
there's no character.
They do fall apart, and they'll build one in your driveway if you don't watch out while you're asleep.
For real, you know what I mean?
Yeah. They build them on top of the railroad tracks. It's like, don't mind this fucking trains are going to come through your living room, but you still need to give me $900,000 for this.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy.
I was looking at one. Yeah, it was like $1.3 million.
Yeah, you can't buy anything right now. I can't.
What the fuck? Why would I ever like? If I'm gonna pay that, like I'm gonna get a place with my own land on it.
Yeah,
you know, and like have my own ranch or something.
Well, then you'll stumble across those posts that you'll see on Instagram every once in a while, like in your explore page of like 5 bedrooms, 4.5 baths, 2 stories, big ass garage, a separate garage for storage and shit like that on like 30 acres of land down in Texas for like $300K.
Yeah. Why would I do that? Yeah. Well, no, I'm gonna be on top of one another in a house that I am as white as. Like, I don't know.
Unfortunately, yeah, you know, it's always cool, and people talk about, I'm gonna move up to Portland, Tennessee. I'm gonna move down to, you know, wherever, Columbia. But then, like, you got to drive for 2 hours in the town, so your whole time's in the damn car. And I mean, you make money in town. You're like, that's where people go, and they go to the city. That's where the jobs are, and that's where the stuff is. So that's, and you don't want to commute. Luckily, man, you know, my house is close to the gym, which I'm thankful for. And it's great because, like Evan, I was talking to Evan whenever after he won the Colorado contest, I was like, you need to get north of town so you can hit Briley and then be able to hit it. But like, you're like 10 minutes.
Yep, it literally like with no traffic takes me like 8 to 10 minutes to get to the gym.
It's great.
So obviously, like the tornado, we'll get to the tornado story of the rebuild for Gym 5 because that's like an iconic story.
Yeah, it's inaugural.
In the story of Gym 5, but doing a little bit of like business in my own career, running and starting businesses. When you started business, what year was it? Do you remember?
Yeah, when I opened the gym was November 17th, 2006.
Okay.
But I was obviously doing a lot of business because, I mean, putting the gym together was a business, dealing with the contracts and the subs and all the personalities of those goofballs and shit. I mean, that's what I think that I've done best at. If you could ask me what got me around, was putting it together with a damn shoestring budget the first time.
Okay. So that was going to ask you, like, what was, from when you put Gym 5 on a chalkboard to when it actually was conceptualized and like brought to life, what did that journey look like?
Yeah, I mean, I first got the building, I guess. You know, it seems like it seems like it took me about 6 months of a lot of damn work to build it the first time. But I didn't have to do too much. If you guys would have seen it, you know, I had to put it in the bathrooms. I had to like do one drywall wall. I figured out how to do that. But like, yeah, I mean, it was just like really cleaning it up, painting. Had to do the floor. I had to bought a bunch of equipment from a gym that I used to work for. Yeah, the first time it was, and then like there wasn't any gyms in town then either, so really it didn't have a lot of competition.
Yeah, it's saturated as fuck now.
Yeah,
Oh god, yeah. There's a gym on every second block,
and they're all just cookie cutter. That's what I think.
Yeah, they're all terrible. It's like Orange
5.
Theories and Life Fitness and LA Fitness and
can't
even Gold's Gym, in my opinion, kind of devolved into just a cookie cutter.
Yeah.
Every gym is exactly the same aesthetic.
It's boring, and I think that's why we like Gym 5 because it's got character.
It's got character. It's got history, but it also has personality.
Yeah.
Like there's the people in it give Gym 5, like Gym 5 the way that I look at it is the entire gym by itself, like with no people in it, is like a good body. Mm-hmm. And then the atmosphere that you get from the people that go there, all the different personalities, but everybody is super supportive and really, really nice. They love interacting with each other. That's what gives Gym 5 the soul. So good body and a good soul, it makes the perfect gym.
Yeah, man.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, it's just hard to. I mean, like if you're to open a gym now and you gotta pay $50 a square foot, you can't make money on that crap.
No.
You know what I mean? So that's why they're not a lot around unless you're a big chain that comes in and they have the money.
All right, anyways, back at it.
Interrupted for a pizza break
Because we're too fat to make it through the entire podcast.
You're too fat to make it through 5 minutes. It'll take 5 minutes.
Yeah, we
Tripping
just
about
hit
eating.
like the fucking 10-minute mark, and then that's when that happened. And I was just like, oh my god, am I really this fat?
It's when you sweat olive oil, this is
And your blood is pudding.
You gotta replenish it. Yeah, you get that. I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, I love eating, man. That's one of my things. It's like I eat all the time. When I was a kid, people just amazed how much I would eat. My mom would send me to go spend the night places or whatever, and she used to like sneak like money to like whoever with was like, man, you don't believe this, but like how much this fool's gonna start eating. But I mean, you gotta have to get him like a before dinner and all that kind of shit. I mean, like I guess I stayed thin that way.
I just stay fat. I just stay fat. I had sushi for the second time the other night.
How was that?
It was fine.
I'm surprised your body didn't reject it.
Yeah, I mean,
Considering it wasn't deep fried.
I was cautious.
I
got fried shrimp.
Dough.
No,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, well, no, there you go.
Yeah,
Not surprised.
I mean,
Of course.
I made it as Americanized as I could because I'm a goddamn patriot. But go back to it. I had a question from when I got into coaching. There was a specific idea of who I wanted as like a demographic, or who I expected I was going to get as a demographic, and then the reality of coaching is that. For me, it was athletes. I was like, I just want to coach athletes, right? But like athletes are like 1 to 5,
small part of it,
right? Yeah, it's like 5%. And honestly, like athletes, if they're coming up, they don't really have any money. So it became very apparent very early that like, okay, this is not my demographic. So I had to shift more towards like general population training because that's just where the industry is.
Yep.
When you started your weight room, did you have a specific demographic in mind that you were trying to cater to? And then when you opened it, you realized like, oh shit.
Oh, that's a good question.
This is not what I expected, but I got to adapt it.
I never thought about the demographic.
Okay.
I just thought whoever wanted to come in and respect my place and get along with everybody and be cool. You can come in and train my my joint. Like, I don't care.
Fair enough.
I don't care who it is. You know what I mean? It's just I just wanted to do everything opposite of some of the places that I've seen before that sucked. I mean, like one of the first things I just thought of, and it's insane. It's just like what I'm gonna do when I woke up that morning. I was like, how can I make shit great? And I was like, I can play cool music in there, and if you don't know it's cool music, you just don't know. Yeah. But I mean, like, I just don't understand how these people, like these gyms, these commercial places of these young men Christian associations, they play the dumbest shit. Because you're trying not to make anybody happy or trying not to make anybody, but then like that's what I mean. Like if you're just playing stuff that like everybody's gonna like, nobody's gonna like
shit that used to be on the radio.
Yeah,
like all
it's terrible.
Top
I'm just gonna do that. I don't want a bunch of bright lights, and I don't want just stuff like that. But I mean, yeah, if you're trying to cater to just athletes, you're not going to fill your place up. If you're trying to cater to just strongman, you're sure as hell. You might, some people they're going to be in there all day, and they're going to be tearing your shit up.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's good. I love y'all.
Like
this is the absolute. It's not shot.
It's okay.
It's an absolutely perfect balance. If I could honestly though, seriously though, if I could pick a fucking dude that I wanted in the world, I was like, if I could think of someone that I would want to come just train at my gym, damn. I mean, I hate to say it, like it would be Evan.
Oh man.
I'm serious though. I mean, like, the strongest man on earth, and like, when I first went to I remember I went to the World's Strongest Man, and it was in 23.
Yep.
And then me and my friend Ramsey were there, and we're like, well, who are we gonna go for? And I was like, we're gonna go for the American guy. And then we just started looking at everybody. we couldn't really find anybody that stood out. And then, kind of saw Evan, and he looked.
I was the only American in the finals.
Yeah, he looked like a dude like that. Jim Dotson, it was a good friend of mine. It's a guy that one of the very first members of the gym, and he was in WWE. He was a security guy over there, but he's a good friend of me and Ramsey. I was like, let's go for that Evan dude. This guy right there. It looks funny, man. It's cool. And they dropped the yoke on his foot.
The frame. Yeah.
And I was like, well,
Yeah.
But man, that was fun.
At that point, I thought I broke my foot doing that.
Yeah, I mean, it's how heavy
it was
that thing?
800. I think it was 800.
Yeah.
700, 800, something like that, just dropped right on the back of my foot.
You got some good feet then.
Yeah, I've broken my feet before, and I'm really happy I didn't do that again, because the first time I broke my feet, it was the worst pain I've ever felt in my life.
Yeah, and
by far.
Like, to get back that on there, was like, this is what people need to understand. It's like, if you own a business, whatever it may be, say I owned a blues bar, and then freaking, Stevie Ray Vaughan or Warren Haynes or somebody came up to me, and was like, can I come in there and be your house band? Well, hell yeah. So I own a gym. What you're trying to do is get strong in there. Yeah. So it's like whenever text me that time, I was like, well, hell yeah, you can come over here. I'll get all this crap. It's gonna be fine as long as he's a good dude. Then like you would be bullshitting, on the texting and things like that. And I kind of figured that out was a good deal. So yeah, I mean that's what I mean. It's like if people can't figure out why I want the strongest man in the world in my gym, you go back to like this exact analogy with like you want Jimi Hendrix at a guitar bar. Yeah.
Yeah. True. That's a good segue, though. That's a good segue because in the past, 2 weeks ago now? 2 weeks ago? We just did, or you did your first ever strength show at G5, which was fucking awesome. As a hardcore dude myself, coming from that realm of things, seeing a weight room, people quite literally getting bicep pumps behind a band that was playing hardcore music in the gym.
Yeah.
With some
and I liked that it was heavy too.
It was heavy,
like a cover band or some shit like that. Like it was like
shout out to Daniel.
It was heavy.
Yeah, hell yeah. Daniel and his crew went after it.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
Yeah. So what was that like? How did that come? I mean,
well, that was an idea that Daniel kind of approached me on. He was like, I want to do some kind of a strength seminar that just kind of the importance of strength and just kind of working out, kind of thing like that. I was like, yeah, and the first thing I thought of, like a split second, I was like, yeah, we can do that, but like we're a gym, and everybody kind of expects shit like that. But you can do it, and let's put it together. But if we're going to do it, I want to have some bands come in here and play. Yeah. I mean, and if people can understand why you want bands to come in here and play, have you ever heard of the Music City? I mean, this is Nashville. It's like it lends itself perfectly. And the only thing that you do in the gym all day, you listen to heavy ass music, or you listen to whack music on your little earbuds or whatever. Like, but the lifting is about music. So yeah, we had that, and it was just a great community gathering. As you could see from you guys were there, like all kinds of people were there. The strength games were super fun. I think that the next one we do, I want Evan in charge of that because he kind of saved the day with that weird
the kettlebell
challenge thing. When he was whipping that thing back and forth. I mean, yeah, it was just a killer night. It was just so much fun, and like I think I can't look forward to enough to doing that again.
Is that gonna be like a once a year thing you think, or is it
I don't know. I think that you have to do it with the doors open, so it needs to be around the gym's anniversary, which is like I said, November 17th, and kind of fell. And next year will be the 20 year.
Yeah.
Oh,
so I definitely want to do a big one.
Something.
Do the big one
like
on the
Warped Tour come through.
Yeah, I mean we'll get something big going on.
I'll reach out
that.
to Slaughter to Prevail. Come out.
Dude. Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then you saw it. And then like the set, Daniel's band just completely crushed it, and he put that thing together and like wrote all that music.
I was gonna say he did that
in like 6 weeks.
Yeah, he did that in very short.
That was their.
Time.
They practiced one time the night before.
Yeah.
And then went out. And
they did really well for their second time ever.
Yeah, as being a dude that was in a band for 10 years, and that sounded very tight.
Yeah, like I said, we went and sound checked the night before, and man, if we didn't have those doors open, it would have blown people's eardrums. It was loud as hell.
Damn.
And then after Dan's band went on, we had the other guys, the 4 or 5 band. They
were tight.
Yeah, it was so good.
Super talented.
Ryan Scott and my buddy Kevin and. Rick Lawler, man, they smoked it. I mean, like people don't know in the inside music thing, like those are some of the best guitar players and bass players that there is in the world.
Yeah, they
you know what I mean?
That
was kind of it was a different thing that Daniel's just like balls out. But I mean, like and you go back and watch his.
How would you describe the second band? What style of music? Would
Kevin plays in the band Government Mules, one of my favorite bands, and it's just that's kind of like I don't know if you want to cross between like Government Mule's like kind of cross between like ZZ Top and like Black Sabbath, you know what I mean? Like it's just heavy
classic
stuff, then it goes in
metal.
like classic rock and like with some little Arm Brothers tinge kind of thing to it, and the other guys you're just really good guitar players, and it's basically like, man, I would say I don't know if you want to call that like fusion, blues, just basically shredding, you know.
Yeah,
I mean,
they were
it's
just
but not in the Jackson way or something like that.
No.
You know, it's just it's just like the good as you can
And
get.
just create their own subcategory of metal.
Right.
That's what every
Yeah.
band does
It
nowadays.
was
I
killing.
kind of
it.
categorize them with like. It's hard to say that they're not jam bandy, I guess,
Yeah,
in a way where like you never knew when the songs were ending or starting. They were just shredded.
And they don't know what the hell they're doing. Like,
Yeah,
they're
they're
just
just-
jam bands. Like, you listen to it, I was like, what song you play? Why don't y'all play the song at the same time?
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, if people have a
They-
thing about jam bands, it's like, this doesn't constitute it. It's like, just because they're playing a shitload of stuff.
Yeah, they did. They did it
Yeah.
well. Where like
Yeah.
typically I'm like Grateful Dead and like Fish, like that's like not my thing. But like, no, I liked their music. They actually like flowed well.
Yeah, it was
yeah,
fun.
yeah, they sounded good. They were really.
But
tight.
I think the next time we'll have a big crowd because everybody that like saw the video we put out yesterday or whatever like that, I mean, they're just looking like, damn.
Yeah, shout out to Brandon.
Oh, Brandon completely crushes it.
hell
We'll
yeah.
have
Shout out to Brandon.
I'm
gonna be a lot
gonna
of
have to
Brandon
talk
shout-outs.
about Brandon a little bit more after a while, but yeah,
Yeah.
during the episode. But yeah, to have Brandon coming in here and filming this stuff and doing the thing for the Strength Show and doing stuff for you guys after coming off that Nashville Film Festival where he won Best Tennessee Feature. I mean, that thing was a big shot.
Yeah, hell
Look
yeah.
at
I
all
would
these
say
damn
so.
cameras. Like, what the hell are all these things doing? Like, wow, we have 6 cameras in here.
Very humble.
He knows why.
Yeah.
Yep, he knows why. The end product speaks for itself.
Yeah, exactly. And the product absolutely speaks for itself.
People seem to enjoy it. What do you have any aspirations of being in a band for the next Strength Show?
I guess I could, but here's the thing about me playing shit. I mean, I used to work at the guitar store in the mall.
Can you play guitar?
I can play guitar.
Okay,
Yeah, I have a lot of guitars, but I mean,
I was
like
gonna
me
say,
playing
that's
guitar.
me like having an entire gym and just not working out.
yeah, no, I can play, but it's not that good.
Oh,
And then, like, if I have a chance to be like, should I get the best players in the fucking world to play, or should I go up there and dick around?
Both.
You know what I mean? Like, I think
It's your house, bro.
Yeah, it's your house. Do both.
Yeah, we'll see. That
Daddy
could be
Adam,
fun.
That's what Daddy Adam wants.
Hell yeah.
I love it. Amazing.
That stuff is funny. I've never been. It's funny with the dad thing. I never thought about that. Then yesterday I was at the game, and it was fun. I had like Metallica cut off or something like that at the Titans game. Some guy came walking up the things. He's like, yeah, make Dad's jacked again. You got the Metallica shirt on and stuff. I was like, who you calling Dad?
Yeah.
And then I look at my face. I'm like, why the fuck you got this like gray possum on your face? I always think I'm like 15 years old. Looking at my face, I was like, no.
They heard the podcast. Yeah, they're like,
Yeah,
we're gonna make you an immortal figure in the public eye.
Yes.
I
If
am
it
old.
kills me.
Damn.
You will be recognized as Daddy Adam.
Yes. Yeah, we're going to get shirts made.
Yeah, I might have to work that up somehow.
That's my mission. That's my current mission in life. Well, that's a good segue into. I had a question for you because you love the tunes, as we just talked about. Big tunes guy. And even when Ozzy passed away, I think for 5 days straight we listened to Ozzy Osbourne and Jim Fox.
Oh, well, yeah.
We had to. We had to pay homage.
Of course,
to the
for
Prince,
sure.
to the Prince of
Yeah,
Darkness.
the greatest ever.
Absolutely.
Yeah, freaking
Yes.
Elvis.
So,
Robert Johnson.
not to throw it at you or like put you on the spot, but I am putting you on the spot. What is your top 5 dad albums of all time?
Well, seeing how I'm a dad, so I can pretty much just say anything that I want, and it's just
Yeah.
like stuff that comes off the top of my head, like what have I played in my freaking Camaro or whatever as much as possible.
Give me Camaro tracks.
Dude, I mean, it's like I think I had like Helmet's Meantime like stuck in my tape deck before,
Yeah.
and then like really, it's just I hate to break all this shit out from like everything's got to be in the '90s, but really like at the top of my head, like maybe older than that, it's just like. Man, a long time ago, my brother gave me the Ozzy Randy Rhoads tribute album. I think that's kind of faking it when something's live. But I have a couple things off the top of my head. I mean, like Appetite for Destruction.
Yeah.
It's one of the greatest albums of all
Great
time.
record.
Greatest albums of all time.
Yes.
And then just into stuff like lifting music, man. It's like, like Tool Undertow album. Something like that. Government Mule, Life Before Insanity. Just some other things. Screaming Trees, Sweet Oblivion. It's like kind of a off thing, but that's another killer record. Just stuff like that.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, man. There was just, it's obvious with like Led Zeppelin. Everybody knows.
So
that
would you
shit.
not consider like, because today's in my generation of people, they would consider like Creed and like Seether as like dad rock.
Man.
Yeah.
Would you
Divorced
consider-
dad rock.
That's divorced dad rock.
That's
Maybe it's a
divorced dad
subgenre.
rock.
Would you not consider them that?
I don't know what this whole thing is about that everybody's jumping on this Creed shit. And then I mean it's like man,
Scott Stapp is the Nashville native.
come on. But I think they played Nashville like back to back months or something not too long ago. But like
They're from here. I'm pretty sure.
it was always one of those things. It was like, man, why don't you just go listen to some Pearl Jam records, man? Go get Pearl Jam Vitology or verses. Listen to that for a minute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't have to listen to Creed. I mean, it's got some hooks and things like that. It's whatever. People can do what they want. I'm just saying I was never into it because I'm from the 90s. I had to do that.
Yeah, were you into like Pantera and like Slayer?
I love Pantera. Yeah, man, definitely. Yeah. Oh, shit.
That shit woke me up when I was a kid. I was like, oh, this is a different element.
Yeah, and Pantera, going back on, out
like
on tour
redneck metal.
with Zach now, I mean, it's badass, really. I'm glad they did it. Some people want to bitch or whatever like that. I was like, yeah, of course, Diamond's not here no more.
Yeah.
Vinny's not here, so I mean, like, if you want to not watch it, don't go watch it.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
So were you like a Slayer guy at all?
Man, Slayer's, I didn't really have to get into that as much.
No.
I was still on more of the Metallica.
Yeah.
I was loving Metallica, and Justice for All. Remember how heavy that was, and just
Sick record.
one of the greatest albums. I mean, like another greatest album of all time is like you can't say Master of Puppets isn't.
Yeah.
I mean, like front to back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm not even the biggest album guy. I'm
Yeah.
very, very... Music is a huge part of my life, and I would be lost without music, but I was always more of a individual song guy, and if it just happened to be, I like 5 or 6 or 7 songs off of one album, that would just be a coincidence to me. I never really paid attention to the album itself. Really? I was always an individual song guy.
I put you on some albums, dude.
Man, what about Evan at Slaughter though? When
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh god, I was having so much fun.
That was I'll cue in some clips from the Slaughter to Prevail show, but
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Alex
that was the first time you've ever been to a show like that. Huh?
Yeah, that was the first time. Well, I've been to a bunch of
thoughts?
really super heavy shows, but I've never seen them before, and that was just I thought it was killer, man.
Hell yeah.
I thought that big like what was that thing they had? It was a
the giant bear skull.
Yeah, it was the white bear.
Head, yeah.
Yeah, man, that was killer. And then like Evan, man, like getting in that pit, dude, it was crazy. But like, I was just thinking, like, what if he decided that he wanted to run the fuck through there?
He would have.
I would have.
I mean? Like,
I would have.
I mean, everybody would clear. I mean, like part and see people be dead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There were some bodies. I remember.
Well, yeah, because I remember being in the pit, and it's actually like it's my most popular thing that I posted on my social media. It's got like 500,000 views or some shit like that, and it's the video of me walking from the outside of the pit into the pit, and the first thing I do is just fucking bulldoze somebody and just knock him on his ass.
But he wasn't trying to hurt him too bad.
No.
I mean, like, golly.
But the thing with me is one, I don't do the flailing thing. I like the shoving pits, and I don't go into pits to hurt people intentionally.
No.
Like, I go in there just to shove around, have some fun, blow off some steam. It's a good fucking workout. You'll definitely work up a sweat doing it.
We did that last Monday.
Yeah,
Found that out.
exactly.
Our cardio sucks.
yeah, it sure did. And yeah, so I walk it through the crowd, and then I get into the pit, and like within 4 seconds, I have somebody on their ass, and like you can see in the video, I stop what I'm doing and I help the person up, because the last thing I want to do is watch someone get fucking trampled or get hurt.
There's a code.
There's a code.
Yeah.
There's a code. Abide by the code.
Yeah.
You'll have no issues, because I can guarantee you this one thing. I'm not trying to flex or sound tough or anything like that, but if I'm in the pit and I see you trying to hurt someone intentionally, you and I are gonna have a problem.
Oh, absolutely, man. I hate that shit.
I'll be the mosh pit police. I don't care.
I can't remember when you appeared at the show. At what
It was
time?
like there was like 2 songs left.
Yeah, I can't
It was
remember.
towards the
I was
end.
late. I was
Did
at
you
some-
see the Wall of Death?
No,
I
that
didn't
was
see
like the
him
second or
run.
third
Oh, yeah,
thing
that'd
they
have been
did.
cool.
That
We
was
did the Wall
so
of
much
Death.
fun. They do the Wall of Death with their song Bratva every single concert, and it's the perfect Wall of Death song because it starts off with no instruments. It's just dun 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 dun, and then all of a sudden you just hear Alex go, "Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Alex the Terrible," and then he just goes, "Whoa!" and then the fucking walls just collide. It's so good. It's so good.
A lot of man.
Oh god.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, Wall of Death is where you split the entire room basically. in
Yeah,
half.
you part the crowd like Moses parted the Red
Exactly.
Sea, and then once the singer gives you the cue, either when the beat drops or he starts his vocals or whatever, that's when you just run at each other and you try to reenact any kind of medieval battle.
yeah. It's like a crusade.
Yeah,
Like,
essentially that's what it
storming
is.
Jerusalem.
It's just it's just so much fun though, and definitely shout out to Alex and the boys in Slaughter to Prevail, homies.
Yeah, those guys
Definitely homies of mine, and I'm diehard fan. They are right now. I can confidently say they are my favorite band.
Yeah, next time they're in Nashville.
I can say that is too.
Yeah, they were fun. I shout out to shout out to the kid, where we were in this Wall of Death, and I don't know if you know Evan Singleton, but he's 6'6", 5,000 pounds. And I'm next to him in the pit, and I also look like a dwarf next to you. And he points across the crowd.
Yeah, I'm lost in the sauce at this point.
Yeah.
I'm super fucking ready. I'm ready for war.
It might have been the smallest dude in the room, and
It just happened to be the person that was in my direct line of sight, just right in front of me.
he pointed at him.
Yeah, I pointed at him, and then I remember it because as soon as you heard Alex start his little spiel before he drops the beat and we go, I pointed at him, and then I went like that, and then we just fucking took off.
Yeah, we just trucked people. Next wall of death, Adam. I need you in that.
Yeah, you need to be on the front lines with us.
Yeah, that's kind of leads me into the thing too. I've always thought about, as far as doing the strongman goes, it's like you are stronger than everyone. You prove that you're the strongest person on earth. You've gone these last 2 contests, you beat all the best guys, so you're strong. But you can also move, and the reason that you win these contests a lot at times, I believe, is these yoke events or these farmers carries. The thing you just completely excel at.
Yep, I agree.
And you're also 6'6", 350. But, and this is a thing that I feel like, too, that's happened with boxing, If you decided to go in the NFL and did that the whole time, you would be a pro NFL lineman.
Yeah.
Or if you'd be a DT. And you could make $100 million. God. And it's, but there's no way in hell that you couldn't do it because you are fat and you got the wrestling background. There's no way you couldn't do it. And then also, it's just like when all these guys go in and they start playing football, college football, they could go box, but then they don't ever do that because there's not as much money in, you get your head cracked.
Yep.
But yeah, so I just feel like I want to support you because you are trying to do this thing that's very special, and that's what you accomplished in Colorado as being the strongest man on earth. Mm-hmm. And you know that there's not a ton of money in it because I just feel like strongman, in itself is criminally uncovered.
Yeah.
It's really the most basic of all things. Who's stronger? Who can pick this up? Who can run? And it's very entertaining. Like if you go to one of these meets, especially like I believe the one that he won, the first trophy that he got with the first contest when he came over to Gym 5, he went over to London, won the Giants live.
Yep.
But I mean that was electric. Watching that.
Oh yeah.
I think they set this is Royal Out of Harbor, like Clapton's played there and everything. But I think they set the decibel record.
They did.
Yeah. Like if anybody would go watch it.
If you look at it, it's the last 3 or 4 decibel records for the Royal Albert Hall Stadium in London, England. Last 3 or 4 decibel records are all held by Giants Live. We just keep breaking our own record.
Yeah, I mean it's just got to get out there a little bit better.
We talked about that. Giants, they I think they do the best job.
They do a killer
100%.
job.
100%.
Like the World's Strongest Man bullshit is like.
Well, World's Strongest Man doesn't rely on in person crowds,
right? And
they're also not live streamed, so they don't care about like
they really don't.
It's just they just don't care.
Amongst the
if you went to that first Myrtle strongman, I couldn't see jack shit. Nobody could see what was up.
Well, when it comes to World's Strongest Man, among the athletes and all the boys, we all have a saying. It's World's Strongest Man is very much hurry up and wait because they put the production first. It's not a competition first; it's a production first. So you could be like, all right, go get warmed up for the next event. You got 30 minutes. 30 minutes are up. You're all warmed up. All right, we're going to move the first 2 athletes to the competition floor. All right, we walk over. All right, stand by. And then you'll be standing there for another 30, 40 minutes just waiting for the cameras to be in the right angle. You'll wait for the sun to be in the right spot or any number of technical difficulties that they could have. Like, they'll put the competition on. They're not afraid to put the competition on hold for any amount of reason.
It's like no reason that, or no shit at all. You guys get hurt in World's Strongest Man too.
Yeah.
It's like you get warm, then you get cold.
Yep.
And then go max effort this fucking yoke or whatever.
Yeah, I know you've been standing there waiting for us to start for 45 minutes and you're stiff and cold, but go out and give a max deadlift.
And I've been watching that just like everybody else has. I think it started the year I was born, so I mean it's World's Strongest Man's great. It's around the globe. It's got the brand name. It's just it's like a Kleenex, it's a tissue or whatever. But everybody thinks the World's Strongest Man. But really, the World's Strongest Man or the strongest man on earth is whoever won that contest last.
Yeah.
When everybody was there. I'm not talking about competing with just slapdicks or whatever like that. But if all the guys were there and you won, you're the strongest man on earth. You're the world's strongest man. You're the strongest man there's ever been, and whatever kind of damn thing you want to throw at it. But that's the way it is. And when he won it when he was in Royal Albert, same shit. And when in Colorado, the big show, that's what's up.
How did that feel like? And because I was also in Colorado when Smo was won, and for you, I mean, we had only been at Gym 5 for 8 weeks. Part of that,
give or take,
a little bit less.
It was enough time for hastily put together prep.
Yeah, and it was the goal. Well, I mean, part of the reason why you get in there is you wanted to bring the title back to the United States.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you wanted the American to hold it.
That was one of the first things he ever said to me when I asked him straight up. I was like, what makes this important for you? Why are you doing this? Why are you putting so much money, time, effort into me and into this? And he was like, America isn't where it used to be as far as titles and strength, and I want it to come back to the States. I want the title, World's Strongest Man on Earth, everything. I want that to come back to the United States. And that just struck a chord with me because I'm also super patriotic. So
yeah, it's like I said with the boxing thing, it's embarrassing that we don't get a couple of these DNs from one of these NFL guys who's going to beat the shit out of everybody. Like, we need to be winning this crap. We need guys like, but Evan took it upon himself to be like, well, I don't need to go do that. I can just go be the World's Strongest Man, which he is.
Yeah. How did it feel seeing him execute that quickly too? I mean, being like, I'm gonna do this, and you're
now,
like, okay,
keep in mind for context, I mean, we'd only been with Gym 5 for about 8 weeks or something, but that world title was 7 years in the making.
Yeah.
That took forever to get.
Yeah, and I think that it seems like we started talking somewhere in June. So, and then you won then you started training a little bit. But when was the Giants live show?
July. It was the
July.
first, it was July 3rd, I think.
July 3rd. Then when was the
August 14th.
August 14th.
Yeah, August.
I mean, it was an awesome thing, and it's just, you know, lots of things have happened in my career, and different things have come up, and things to be proud of, and lots of ups and downs. But going in there and then having going up there to watch that show. Me and my friend, we went up there to check it out. We had a house. It was fun. Watched that first day. He was kicking ass. You know, there was the log lift, which I've seen him at the gym, you know, easily do 450. I think there was some goofy thing where somebody slapped, you know, Nico usually comes out and slaps you in the back.
Yeah.
And then they didn't do it. Then it distracted me. And then everyone was like, what the fuck's going on? So he kind of missed it. And I was like,
It took
damn.
me mentally out of that.
Yeah,
second lift,
And so, but then I was telling all these guys around me, I was like, look here. It's like, this is him doing 450. I showed him my phone. He'll do this shit in a minute. Y'all chill. And then he came back and hit it.
Came out and did it.
Yeah, came out and did it. It was badass. And then, we got to the stones, and apparently, it seems to me, and I talked to a couple guys, it's like there's not a sanctioned way to do tack or something. Like, everybody's using different tack, so it screws it up.
Different tacky, different amounts.
It's
too.
really that's really a weird oddball event. So that one didn't go as good.
I'm not the biggest fan of the Manhood Stone event. I'm really not.
I love this whole thing about the strongest man on earth. I love talking about this. But yeah, it was the next day. You know, he wasn't back, but many points, and then I went to his room or whatever. They're having like a meeting with Nico and Kate and Andre's in there, and so we were talking and they were eating pizza and things. But yeah, they started talking about it. It's kind of one of those things I remember too, and you just had it in your mind. This is how you're going to win. And Nico was like, this is what you're going to do, and then you're going to come out to the podium at the end, and you're going to be winning, because when we go, doing the stairs, you're going to do the stairs. Mm-hmm. But here's what I thought. Here's what I remember about. Here's what I remember about that. It was that super fucking heavy trap deadlift, which he's done at the gym for 1,065 pounds at the gym. So he gets out there and has done all these other events and all this other shit. And then I'm sitting in the front row watching all these people come out. I was like, "What's Evan, man? Where's he at? Is he was damn hamstring messed up? What's going on?" So Evan never comes out. He maybe does a little warm up, and then finally he comes out, and they had called the big ass weight, and then they came with those tires on there. Yeah. And it was 11,034 pounds. But I remember when we were talking with Nico, Nico was like telling him, he was like, Trey's going to do this, and those people, if they get 1,100 pounds, you're gonna have to give it a tug. Mm-hmm. And I remember looking at you, and you were like, God damn it.
That's the thing with Strongest Man on Earth for people listening or watching who aren't fully aware of the entirety of the pro circuit. The Strongest Man on Earth is arguably the hardest. There's room for debate, but it's the hardest title to win, just because of how difficult it is to win that title. It's 8 events over 2 days, and they're hard events.
Grueling events.
Now, the part that's not up for debate, the part that's just straight up fact, this is not my opinion, this is fact. Strongest Man on Earth is the heaviest show of the year. It's the heaviest show of the year by far. There isn't a single other event throughout the entire year where we're yoking 1,430 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, it was the most I've excited ever at a sporting event. As much as I love the Titans, I've been to the Super Bowl in 2000, been to playoffs games, but I mean, I had a serious dog in this hunt. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? He was coming out of the gym. He'd been training at the gym. He's coming out of the gym, so we went to it. But yeah, then he got up and hit that 1134. It was easy as hell. And then, he sprinted with the safes on his back. And then, by the time he got over to pressing those kegs, like this little S thing, it screwed up. So everybody was like...
Yeah, I was so concerned about that.
Yeah, it kept screwing up. So then everybody was getting cold. And I mean, I knew Evan could bench, you know what I mean? I knew that he had bench over 600 pounds, but then all these other guys were out there with alligators, you know, and I was like, there's no way he's going to get in here, but I hope he does. But then when he went in there and, like, I believe tied the event, that's when I just lost my shit. You know, when he hit that rep, you know, and I saw, I wasn't even watching him because I couldn't see him. I was just watching the K's go up. I was like, oh, shit. He ran through the whole damn thing. That's when I knew he was going to win.
Yep.
Because I knew there was no way that he was going to get to the stairs where he had to do the carrying event or just something that took grit. I knew that he would die out there to win the damn contest.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So that's when I knew everything was all good. When I saw him do that last rep of bench, and I texted my wife, Kalina, because she was kind of texting me with the score because I couldn't see it up the top or whatever. She was like, yeah, it's like, you know, if he hits this you can go in this right there at half a point, and he's going to win that.
I was going crazy on the airplane. Yeah, I had to fly back home that day.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
I was watching it and, like, shitty airplane internet.
Oh,
so
yeah.
fucking mad. I almost took that bird out of the sky. I was
I bet, but like terrible to sit next to you.
yeah, I paid $40 for internet, and it was like dial up, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" And then we once you hit the press, we landed and got off it, and then we watched the final medley.
Yep.
And I knew too. I was like, "Well, we got this." I don't know what time you finished that in, but.
I think I was like, I want to say I
seconds.
finished it in like 3rd or 4th place.
Yeah, because like Maxime did it in like 30 seconds.
Max is amazing at power stairs.
Yeah, it was like
that doesn't surprise me at all.
And then that was.
Oh, I may have gotten 2nd or 3rd. I don't remember.
Yeah, either way.
Either way, it didn't matter. Enough people came in between me and Lucas that I secured the win because I was going into that play. I was literally going into that event 1 point down from 1st place, so I was in 2nd place, and it was quite literally whoever wins this event wins the show. So die. Like when you talk about like willing to die for that title, like there was literally nothing in my mind in that going into that last event other than I'm going to do this if it fucking kills me. I was
so jacked.
If I can't breathe, I'm going to keep going anyway. I don't care. My chest could fucking seize up right now and I could lose the ability to fucking breathe. I'm gonna keep fucking going.
Yeah, I knew that's the way it was gonna be. You know?
Yeah, as a result, you could see that in the post event interview I did with Brian on the stairs. I'm just not able to talk. I'm just so out of breath.
Oh, and then I mean, like, and talk about the heaviest or the strongest, heaviest contest, like this trophy behind Evan right here. I mean that. They act like it weighs 47 pounds. Every time I pick it up, it weighs 60. Because I remember after the show, he was like, I was like, give me a carry. He's like, yeah, please. I was like, that's really screwed up. You know what I mean? But then I was like, yeah, I'll carry it. But then I ended up having to carry it like, I don't know. It was like a quarter mile.
Yeah, back to the hotel. Yeah, I remember that.
I was like, we went to the fan thing, and then like he had dudes wrapped around to the parking lot.
Oh, yeah.
The waiting sign. So we stayed
I think
out
that
till
was
like
the first
1:30
time.
in the morning.
That wasn't the first time, but like I pride myself on having I'm one of the athletes that has one of the longest lines.
It was hell yeah, and I think it would have been
the only person that had more people in line than me was Brian. That's it.
Yeah, maybe.
But that's obvious. I mean, kind of know. It's the Shaw Classic, and it's Brian's show. I would expect him to have the longest.
We were the last one there, and people were waiting in line forever. You know, to come over there and mess with that. And people all the dudes with like other guys' shirts on and stuff. They're like, nah, I just want to go here. Yeah, it was fun, man. And then
I'm glad I brought my shirts to sell there that night.
Oh yeah, killing it.
Because we made a decent amount of money there, and the win helps. The win helps, but the sales pitch for that is really easy. And I think I described this to you already. But the sales pitch when you're at a competition and you win and you're better than everybody there. And you're trying to sell shirts, is you just wait for people to come up in other athletes' shirts, like a Tom Stoltman shirt or a Mitch Hooper shirt. I mean, literally, the first thing out of my mouth should just be, "Wow, what an ugly shirt!" Yeah. And then just trash their shirt, and then they're gonna say something along the lines like, they're gonna say something like, "Well, I don't have an Evan Singleton shirt," or like, "I'm waiting for you to drop your shirt," and then that's when you fucking hook them. It's like.
Check this out.
I have something for you then. Yeah. And then I just turn around and I open the suitcase full of shirts.
Yeah.
I love the ghetto like suitcase, like drug case.
Yup.
Of shirts like
I got what you need. Come over here.
You want a dime bag with this fucking shirt?
It was incredible, man. It was really fun, you know. I mean, it was just like for a while there, it was just like those two contests. It was I mean, there was no way you were going to win it. That would have been a blowout if you'd got the little sticky right, probably.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
You know what I mean? Like,
It seemed like everybody hated the log. It seemed like the log
I hated
sucked.
it. Oh god, I hated
And
the log.
The whole
So
stone
slippery.
situation was like wild.
The stone. If I'm being totally honest, the Manhood Stone event at SMO, it's fucky every year.
Yeah.
It's fucky every single year. There's always something going on with it that screws guys that should do well in it out of points.
Yeah. They looked like glass. And then, to your point, we were talking about like the tack, where if you're in a situation, and Brian even live commented on it, where like a fan asked him, and he's like, "Oh, every tack is different, and it'll fuck up someone else's run." It's like, okay, well, if that's known, why isn't there just a uniform? This
Exactly.
is the tack that you use for
yeah,
tack.
don't. Why
And
do you say
just
that?
Eliminate it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then there was one point where I think big fella Bryce,
Johnson, yeah,
I think he
won.
bled on one or
I
something.
believe
Oh,
that.
then
I
I
would
scored a
believe
bunch of
that.
index on there. or
Yeah,
something,
and then they went over there
else-
like bleached it,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then Andre came out. Was it
Austin Andre.
Austin? Yeah,
Austin Andrade.
He was pissed.
He was fucking pissed,
Yeah,
and they
he
were
was
like, "You just
pissed.
gotta go,
he
dude."
couldn't
He's
get
like-
over it. He was so mad the
he's
whole
like,
time. I get
he's like,
it.
"What do you mean I gotta go?" Like this thing,
Yeah.
he wiped off all the tack now, and it
dude's
was just
strong.
a shit show. And I was like, I don't know why they wouldn't like eliminate, and you can't eliminate every variable, but there is certainly variables you can eliminate.
Yep.
So interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Who am I to say I'm not a fucking promoter for strongman?
Yeah,
or
but-
build
yeah.
shows, but I maybe would like get a uniform tag.
But then
I'll take the heat. You
The
can
stone
get mad at
thing,
me,
it's like
Brian.
everybody knows about the stone thing at the Giants too, and he was blowing people out for real. Like he was
Yeah.
up by like Kate was texting me or something. He's
7
like, man, he's
points.
like up 7.5 points. We're gonna get. I was like, man, let's see about this.
Yeah.
And then he knocked his head on the deal by.
I don't regret that.
It looked really
I
cool.
don't regret that. I don't regret that at all because one, I still won the show, and two, I don't care. I will die on this hill. I don't care what anybody says. I have the most fucking hardcore metal picture in strongman. Picture of me with a grim look on my face, just looking angry and pissed, showing my teeth, just a stream of blood down my face.
Dude, pictures are worth
Dude,
millions.
I legitimately people that I like. I'm super nice
pretty
with. I'm super cool with everybody on the Giants crew. Like I've been going over there for years. Like I have a personal relationship with these people, right? And after I did that, I found this out later, but I literally had people like convinced that I put like blood capsules in my headband.
I mean, yeah, sorry.
Or like the internet started a fucking rumor where I had in my stone sleeves I hid a razor blade and then I bladed myself like a 1960s wrestler.
That's a good idea.
It's a good
No, but it would be cool if you long
That
as
is
long
great.
as you didn't get blood
Yeah.
on the stone, you could pick it up. You had no blood and shit to be.
like I know I'm a slave to appearances and everything like that, and I know I like that entertainment shock value, but blading myself, that's a little bit much even for me. I wouldn't do that. And then the blood capsules, I'm surprised that anybody believed the blood capsule rumor, considering that after the stone run, when I was sitting on the steps leading up to the stage waiting for my name to be announced and see if I'd actually like finished on top and won and everything like that, the on-site medic doctor pulled my headband off and he was like fucking with, like, I don't know if you can see it, like
right there, yeah.
yeah, right here. He was like pulling it apart and seeing how tore up it was and shit like that. And like, if I'm faking it, that's not gonna be there.
That's true.
You could see my skull.
Yeah, no, then like that 6 shot, you went in on flex and stuff, but then you had that big, almost like
Yup.
the size of a diaper.
Yeah, it was
taped to your
the
head.
fucking
So
pad that the
you're
doctor
not doing
was
that for
using.
show. That is not, you know what I mean?
It was a hard
But that was a hell of a win too. I mean, that was,
Yep.
you know, that
That was my
came-
first one back after I tore my proximal bicep tendon.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I mean, it was
Yeah.
only like 5 weeks out of that, and I remember watching
Yeah.
that at my house. I mean, that was this is coming off some kind of bad stuff that happened in my family, and it's just like one of those things. It's like it's like an ebb and flow in life. It was, you know, after Jamie passed, I was just like, you know, I don't know. And then like one of the first things that comes up is like right after he does, you know, then Evan comes over, then like Evan gets in a contest and he wins. Just like some of these things just got like slotted in, just like meant to be because. Just such bad times, and then but yeah, I just remember standing like when that contest was going on, and me and Cleaner were watching my dog Harley. And then like, yeah, it was just like, and like, I was just like, he's gonna win this shit, and I was so jacked. And then like, you know, Clean was like, yeah, it's good, and I was texting everything. And then you know, right after they called him in, and he's still, or like that, you know, and they're like, he was gonna be the win. And then I started jumping up and down and shit. The dog started grabbing pillows and tearing them up and shaking as we were fucking arguing. Man, it was so damn fun. And if people can't understand why I'm not, you know, into the strongest man in the world being at the gym, I mean, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
That's not selfish shit. I mean, it's a pride thing. It's a pride thing for Nashville. It's a pride thing for the gym. Man, it's just a damn big deal. And I just wanted strongman to look, you know, to do better than it has been in the States, man.
Yeah.
You know?
We hope we represent it well. We hope we put it on.
Man, you know, I mean, yeah, hell yeah. I mean, it's just, we just know the run he's on. And, you know, after the Colorado show, he went, you know, back over to, where was it, Scotland?
England.
Yeah.
Birmingham.
Yeah, for the next one. Then we had that goofy shit with the up-down deal, whatever. I won't get too much into that. Like,
down means up.
He was gonna win that.
I'm gonna get shirts made.
But see, another thing
Yeah,
for perspective,
down
like, and I meant to bring this up too. Like, as far as winning the big show, you know, you do have the Giants Live, almost the Giants Live record right behind the Mountain.
Yep. Because he won the Birmingham show, he went up to 10. So now I have to win 3 more to tie him.
But you're still a younger dude, so the perspective, you've been kicking ass and you've been crushing those shows. Mm-hmm. I need to get over there and watch one of those next time.
Oh, they're so much fun.
Yeah.
If I can recommend one show, they're all awesome. They're all fucking awesome. But if I have to give one, be like, you got to come watch this one. It's the Royal Albert Hall show in London.
Yeah.
That one's so much fun.
It's bonkers.
It's so much fun.
Yeah, it looks like it. It's just great.
We had a good run. I mean, July and August was good for us. I mean, you won Royal Albert, and then I won my first event in Arkansas. I won Arkansas Strongest.
Hell yeah.
And then you won SMO after that, dude. We were
on
top
a tear.
of the
We were on a
fucking
mini
world.
tear.
Yeah, Gym 5 energy.
Jim 5 has entered the chat.
Yeah, seriously.
And
yeah.
if anybody's from the gyms watching this, I'm sure some of you will. I mean, come up and talk to Matt and Evan.
Yeah, I know. I promise. We're both fat and ugly, and we'll kind of look angry when we're training. But
ask them some questions about training. I mean, if you have any questions about training or stuff, I mean, you can't really know much more. You can't know anymore.
I like to
these
think
two
that
dudes.
past our physical appearances, we're actually very pleasant guys to
I
talk
like
to.
to think so.
I like to think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's always fun because like people's like, well, I don't want to get that big. That's that whole stupid thing. Or like, I don't want to train like that. Well, no shit. You're freaking 150 pounds. You're not going to train to be the strongest man in the world. But you don't think the strongest man in the world or his coach know how to train you to do your best.
Dude,
That's the easiest thing.
That shit kills me.
I was having this conversation with Andrea the other day, and I was just like, it almost irks the hell out of me when I hear people say shit like that, because it's like, I don't want to lift like that because I don't want to get too big. Okay, first of all, you're not going to be able to go and just do what I do, like, just randomly. Like, if you just feel like it, you just do what I do. Second of all, saying that you don't want to lift weights because you don't want to get super big is like saying that you don't want to drive your car too fast because then you're scared you'll turn into a NASCAR driver. That's not how the shit works.
It really
it's
is.
not how it works at all. And it's just, it gets under my skin.
I've even heard people say it was like, and I think it was a damn newscaster. I was like, this may be the dumbest damn thing I've ever heard a man say. It wasn't even like, I don't want to get that big. Okay, you don't want to be 350, but it's like, I've never wanted to be that strong. It's like, that is bullshit.
Yeah.
That's because you're weak.
Lame.
And you don't want to put the effort in. Like, every dude, you have to be a freaking mutant dude to say, I don't want to be strong.
Yeah,
You know, it's like, what is that crap?
I ask people that all the time where I'm like, what's the downside to being stronger?
Yep.
And they're like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's
There you
nothing.
go. There's no, like, what?
Well, I get a little bit judgmental with some of this shit sometimes, and the main reason why I do is because I look at it from a very simple perspective. Being strong is a choice.
Yeah.
Being weak is also a choice.
Yeah.
You're choosing to be weak, and being weak is not good. You don't have to be a strong man. You don't even have to fucking compete. But not having that urge or desire to make yourself better physically as well as mentally, which I'm sure a lot of these small, skinny dudes like to rely on as their intelligence and book smarts and all that stupid shit. I only say that because I don't know how to read.
Is that bottom line, or?
No, not yet. But I have my bottom line, but it's completely unrelated.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
But
Don't worry, we'll get to that.
but regardless, it's just, I look at it from a very simple perspective of being weak is a choice just like being strong. And that tells me a lot about you if you're not willing to at least try to be strong.
Yeah. No doubt.
Yeah.
But yeah, those wins that you had, like say in Arkansas, tell us. I want to hear more about what was your contest like? What was your last big contest like?
I mean, it went pretty well.
Yeah.
I mean, we got the win, so that was cool. I guess that kind of segues into we can kind of do our stuff. Having trouble with my ocular.
What,
No way.
What, do you have something in your eyes?
No, I have nothing. That kind of segues into this. So we always bring something with us, and you brought obviously the Strongest Man on Earth trophy with you today,
Yeah.
and we've kind of been talking about that. So in case you can't see it,
It's the giant 47-pound steel and wood
Like
fucker
67,
behind me.
yeah, there it is. That's what Adam brought with him today. My piece that I brought with me today is a buffalo cap. It's kind of like a Russian, like Ushanka or something like that. But, super cool. So this was worn by Team Buffalo in my first win in Arkansas down August 9th, this past August. And it was a really good win. So we went down there, 7-8 hour drive down to Arkansas. I really wanted to. I competed in Tennessee Strongest in May, and we came in second. So I had that I got the itch. I got bit by the bug, you could say, and I wanted to turn it around and compete again. So I immediately signed up for Arkansas Strongest, which gave me like 12 weeks to prep for it. Went down there. It was a really good event. They did a good job putting it on. The winner of it, I didn't know this prior to this, and I've learned now. So this is a USS event, so United States Strongman event. It was not Strongman Core. That will be my second to last United States Strongman event that I'll do. But if you won it, then you got an invite to a national chance to win a national title in United States Strongman. So that was very pleasant to me in the eye. Like, okay, this is what we're shooting for, and this leads into the next one that I can prep for. So we went down there. The prep was overall pretty good. We didn't have any injuries or anything like that. Went down there. I was the only Yankee that was down there. I've never been to Arkansas. This is my first experience in Arkansas. Arkansas, no offense to people in Arkansas, but Arkansas feels like a glitch. Like, it feels like I was seeing things there and I shouldn't have been seeing them.
Little Rock has the worst roads in the world.
It was very interesting. And obviously I have tattoos. I swear, I cuss.
No.
You're fat.
If I'm fat, I'm a big dude. So I wasn't overall recepted very well in Arkansas, where they saw me and they're like, that is literally Satan walking around.
You're not Mormon.
Yeah, they're like, what the fuck? This guy did not pray this morning. And so we went to this event, and it was me and Molly. She rode down with me. And, it started out good. We started out with the deadlift. Killed the deadlift. I hit like 24 reps in a minute at like 455.
All right, CrossFit.
Yeah, it was terrible. Almost died.
455 for 24.
Yeah, it was stupid.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it was decent. It felt pretty good. Got that event done. There was one dude that was really my main competitor, and he was a powerlifter. So when it came to the powerlifting events, like the deadlift, he beat me. He got 25. So beat me by one on that, and then we had a bench, which is fucking stupid that in a strongman event that there was a max bench press. I didn't realize we were powerlifting, but he beat me by like 5 pounds on the bench press. But everything else, like the overheads and the carry medleys and the stones, it was just like I ran away with it.
Yeah.
It was an interesting day. I woke up that morning with like 102 fever.
Oh shit!
Yeah, horrible.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I couldn't eat. It was horrible. I couldn't eat.
Oof.
We stayed in the best hotel that I could afford at the time, which was the worst hotel.
What, like a Red Roof or a Motel 6?
It was disgusting, dude. It was the grossest hotel I've ever been in my entire life. The
Bates
air was
Motel?
disgusting. Worse.
Worse.
Yeah. There had been murders and other things done in that room. It was disgusting. And
Nice.
so I couldn't eat that morning, which was horrible. So I couldn't load properly. I was cold sweating until we got through the second event, which was the overhead. I was running the fever. Just horrible feeling. Couldn't get it. It was pure grit. But we got through it. It was really funny where I was the only competitor ripping smelling salts. And the only
You learn from the best.
Yeah, the only competitor screaming after each event. And I remember doing the overhead. And we had to do a yoke overhead to end the medley. And I hit like 16 reps.
Good Lord.
Which was nice. It was a good press. And I remember I slammed the yoke on the ground. I'm just like, fuck yeah, like screaming. And I look in front of me, and there's like 4 grandmothers sitting.
Nice.
And they're like, as you can tell by my eyes that I'm making right now, they were just shocked by everything that was going on. And they were chirping me about things, I think because I was being a little bit reckless. And I was there to win. I'm not there to make friends. They're like,
no, screw them.
Before and after, I'm nice to people, but during the event, fucking leave me alone.
No,
and
fuck you.
You're the same way.
100%. I'll be your best friend. Like, if we have a couple hours in between an event, we can dick around, we can banter and do all that shit. But when we're getting ready to actually compete against each other, especially once there's money involved, fuck you.
Get the fuck away from me.
I'm gonna fucking tear your head off in front of your fucking kids. Fuck you.
Dude.
Oh no.
So they were just like handing out donuts, and they're like, "Dude, you want a donut?" I was like, "Get that fucking shit away from me!" And I like yelled at him, and Molly's like, "Jesus,
I don't believe that.
And like, I'm like so in the zone, and I was like, "I got Rice Krispie treats. I don't need that bullshit."
Exactly.
And they're trying to poison me or something. And so at the end of the event, like the main judge was like, "You got to move up. You got to move up now. Go to the open. Got to move up." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm taking their heads next." And I said it right to this Christian dude's face. I took my medal and I walked away. And he was like, "Oh my god!" I started praying right there. But
Oh no.
yeah, it was a good event.
I'm surprised you didn't burst into flames just being
my
there.
feet started smoldering. But I'm all cool with it. I went
fucking Nashville heathen.
after I calmed down. I went back around and said, like, "Thank you. Sorry, I'm just like in the heat of the moment.
Sorry, I'm an asshole.
Yeah, and they were like, "We get it. It's cool." And I was like, "Cool."
Okay,
I didn't want to like
that's
keep
cool.
it. I don't want to burn any bridges, but I was like, "You gotta understand. Like, I'm here."
That's what I do. Yeah, like if I feel like I take it too far, I'm not gonna realize I took it too far in the moment.
Yeah.
I'll realize it as soon as I walk away, and then I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna calm down a little bit, and then once time goes by, I'm gonna go say sorry. Like, okay, I didn't mean that. I'm sorry.
People don't understand the mindset you have to get in to
Yeah.
like do this really record-breaking weight. Like everybody, I mean, people have seen Evan in the gym and like the space that he's got to get in to deadlift 800 for 12 reps or whatever the fuck is going on in there. It's just like, man, it's insane, and people get scared. But like, yeah, I mean, like I said earlier just a second ago, it's like these are good dudes and they know a lot about training. So if you ever have any questions,
No, 100%. Yeah, I want to monkey
best
branch. I want to monkey branch off of that just for like everybody's knowledge. Like if I'm getting ready for a super heavy lift and I have my music in, like that is the one time. Just do not approach me at all. I'm not approachable. I am an angry, upset, and very, very mean human being when I'm getting ready for a very heavy set. So that's like the one time you want to, like, any time after a show, after training, in between sets, whatever, you want to come up and talk to me, take picture for the fans, like take pictures, autographs, and shit like that. 100% okay with that. Anytime at all you see me in public, go for it. Before a big lift, do not come near me.
yeah,
Because I will not be nice to you.
I don't know about you, but I go to a super dark place.
Oh, I bust my face open before I lift. Where do you think I'm mentally going?
I don't know if I've ever actually said, like, I know you go somewhere dark.
I go somewhere
but
very dark, yeah.
So I'm the first one to raise my hand. I went around to them and like apologized, and they were all super duper cool. But
Good.
Yeah, we got the win done, and we got our invite to the national event in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, in June 6th this year. So we're prepping for that right now.
Very nice.
But yeah, we feel good. I mean, it was good to get the win and like get that mental barrier done. It's like, and I don't know if we've ever talked. I think I talked about it to you. Where like I could have very well just went to the open. And competed. In my brain, I want to check every box and make me undeniable. So it's like, I need to win the novice. And then I win the novice. Now I'm undeniable. I'm an open guy. So now I go to the open. Now we're going to go to the open. And I had to win an open event. And then we move on to the next thing. And it's just, that's me, my mental checklist of going through it. Of course, we're going to Iowa to win.
Yeah,
so
right.
I'd like to go there and win that event and check it. Be like, cool, I've got the highest possible thing I can in the United States Strongman. Now we go Strongman Core and start climbing that ladder. But yeah, that's kind of where I was at. Yeah, it was cool.
Well, if Evan's always listening to Slaughter, we know his like go-to max out song. What do you listen to?
That's a good question. I've been a Kublai Khan guy.
Kublai Khan is so good.
I mean,
if I'm deadlifting for reps, I put on Truest Love and I'll rip that shit for days.
Yeah, when I used to fight, my walkout song was Boom Slang.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so
That's
that
awesome.
typically gets me pretty fired up.
I want to cut you off just for 1 second.
Yeah.
Like Slaughter is my go-to with music for everything, but I have a designated song for one rep max, and it's not Slaughter.
What's that?
You were a wrestling fan at some point in your life? WWE?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
You remember Kane?
Yeah, I remember Kane, the Knoxville mayor.
Yeah, Mayor Knoxville. Yep.
Strongest dude in the WWE. Or
That's
whatever.
my mayor.
Yep, that's the rumor that circulated. He was the strongest dude in the locker room, but I want my 1 rep max. If I'm going for maximum effort, overhead press, deadlift, whatever it is, it's his theme song.
Oh, badass.
And there's a story behind that.
Okay.
So apparently there's a style of psychology, especially with athletes, where it's music association, where you listen to something if you're in a good mood over and over and over again, and then your brain will subconsciously start associating that good song with that good mood, and it'll just put you in a good mood. And there's that psychology behind it. And I started doing this before I even knew or understood that entire concept. But long story short, Kane was my favorite wrestler when I was growing up. And I liked Kane because when I was younger, I was a very angry kid, and I felt like nobody understood me, nobody cared about me, and it made me a very resentful, angry young man. And every time something bad would happen, I caught my girlfriend cheating on me, my pet died, parents got divorced, anything that would happen, I would just play that song on repeat. And like I started associating that song with like that angry emotion and that angry mentality. So now like in the gym, now I only listen to that song when I'm getting ready to lift.
Oh yeah.
So that the only time that I hear Kane's theme song is when I'm getting ready to lift. So if you hear that, stay away from me.
Yeah, it's
stay
like
away
one of those
from me.
things too. Like you have those super banger songs that you don't want to listen to that much.
Yes, because you want to keep that magic.
Yeah, you want to keep the magic going
Yep.
in case you actually need it when you're going to do the lift and like that. That's one of those things about like that band Tool that everybody says to all the time. When used to you never heard of it, now it's on Spotify. Now it's on all the damn time, so we lost some of the shit.
Yep.
But yeah, some of these times that I've done 1 rep maxes when I didn't care about hurting my elbows or whatever the hell, like freaking Scattered like Simple Man. I mean, you can't,
Interesting choice.
Dude, that song brings me to tears.
Yeah, no, it's the best. I mean, like I remember like when I did hit double my body weight, and my friend Kevin Warren that has since passed, but he actually died in a helicopter crash, but he was one of the initial guys that came to the gym. Was one of a good buddy. But I remember he spotted me one time when I did my double my body weight, and it was off the banks of the deep end, and it was a Garrett Mule song, but part of that song was off the banks of the deep end where I lost my best friend. And but then I always think about that song, when that was one of those times where I did do double my body weight, and I'm like, yeah, so I've always been proud of that.
Yeah, so I'm Slow Chemical by Finger 11.
Oh,
He's got some Leonard Skinner going on. What's yours?
Yeah, Boom Slang. I'd say Boom Slang.
You'd say Boom Slang?
Yeah, Boom Slang.
That's the one that just fucking gets you there?
Yeah, I mean, when you're associating with being locked in a cage, it kind of gets you like fight or flight.
That's fair.
Killer, be killed.
Yep.
Simple Man, dude. Simple Man.
It's the absolute best.
Dude, that song literally will bring me to tears.
3 chords. It's
yeah,
the shit.
I mean,
like that simple simplicity.
My dad was a simple man, and he has since passed as well. And like, I don't know, I listen to that song and I'm like,
It's great.
it just like describes him as a dude, and I'm like, fucking.
Yeah.
It's hard to be
it
like
gets
that's
me.
not the greatest song ever written.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different things, different greatest songs ever written, but
That's up there.
that's up there right there.
Yeah.
For sure.
No shit.
Older Brothers Dreams, another one. I mean, there's a bunch of old, people from down in the South know how to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No, that's what we got. That's one thing America's really got. I mean, it's like we talked about my music buddies. It's like we invented, jazz, blues. That's our number one export. That's the thing that we can be most proud of. But I want to get back to them kicking some ass and some of this strongman shit. You know what I mean? Like that's what I mean.
Damn right. I'm here for it.
And I keep going back to it. I really want to promote it, and I think that Brandon Vestal that's filming this thing for us with these like 25 cameras up here. Him and Evan and I have been working on a really special project. I think that a lot of people are going to like this. I think it's going to be pretty unique.
Excited for this.
I think
really
that
am.
he's a tremendous filmmaker, award-winning filmmaker. And we're working on a documentary, and we really don't even know what it's totally about yet.
Yeah, we don't have the solid in like concrete direction yet.
But I tell you what, I did see some of it the other day, and it's a knockout.
I can't wait.
And
I
again,
can't. I haven't seen any of it yet.
It's not built.
I'd like to get my eyes on that.
I was just saying, now you can see it with that.
What are you
I
talking
got
about?
a little bit brighter in here. What happened?
But I didn't see that. None of it's built, but I was just seeing some of the B-roll and some of it how it was shot and some of the different things and just people talking. I mean, it's going to be cool. So
I can't wait.
I don't know when that's going to be out and what it's going to be, but it will be at some point. And it's something to look forward to.
I'm super excited about that.
It's so wild. Yeah. Where like we talked about the other day, like where were you a year ago?
Yeah. Oh God.
And like.
Ready to move.
Yeah, and like now we're talking about like documentaries and shit.
Well, I just want to have fun. I mean, like this is like a thing. If it's like when you guys come in and have the strongman train, I just like to just do. You guys are dudes. I just like kicking it.
Hell
I want
yeah.
to have fun at work. I want to laugh.
I like to think
You know,
we are what you
like,
see
like
is
with
what you
family.
get.
You know.
Oh god, yeah. I feel
Yeah.
like we're very much what you see is what you get,
Yeah.
and we like. You seem kind of like you're the same way. I wear my emotions on my sleeve, so if I'm having a bad day, you can fucking see it a mile away.
Oh yeah.
So I think that works in our favor too. So we're able to kind of read each other and understand each other a little bit better.
Yeah, you've picked up on it too. Like when I'll come in and you're like, "What's wrong with you today?" And
Yep.
I'm like, "Ah, fucking."
Yep.
no."
I tell you, man, like, well, you've been. I mean, like, as much bullshit you'd have to go through with this rehab, you've been doing a great job. You know what I mean?
I've been pushing it, man. I mean, I do more. I I don't know what people do as far as their protocols for when they're doing rehab and everything, but I'm doing everything that I can, like, plus.
Yeah.
So I'm doing, like, all the exercises that I'm getting at PT.
Yeah.
I'm doing them when I'm at home, too. I'm doing them when I come into the gym, too. I'm doing the peptide thing, working with Travis Ortmeyer, put together an awesome protocol to help rebuild my tendon and my muscles even fucking bigger and
He's a
stronger.
stud.
He's
Yeah.
a fucking awesome stud. He just
Yeah.
got out of surgery himself.
Oh, did he really?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And
Same problem or same issue as you?
no,
or
he had to get it reattached
Oh.
just because he
Pec?
on the phone. I think it was the pec,
Oh, okay.
if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah.
pec or shoulder, something like that.
Got it.
And he had to go in and get it redone because he went to the gym too soon after his first surgery.
Yeah, yeah. See, that would be hard to not do because like the gym with me or all three of us, no doubt, is all tied into like that's what you do. That's
Oh,
where
it's
your
been-
head, that's your head is completely into your workout. I mean, it's like everything you do is about the gym.
No doubt.
Missing it, man, it's tough.
I'm trying to do everything I can. Literally, my entire day when I'm not like doing my very, very, very watered down, neutered version of bodybuilding training that I'm allowed to do right now. I'm not allowed to do any strongman shit. Like, I'm doing everything I can outside of the gym to keep myself busy because if I don't, I'll just think about all the shit I'm not able to do. And then, like, a perfect example is they just released the Arnold Classic Ohio lineup not too long ago, and I wasn't in it for the first time since I started getting invited to it, and that hit me really hard.
Yeah.
Because then I saw my name and face wasn't on the poster, and then I started going back through like everything, and it's like, okay, well, I'm not in the Arnold, and then well, it's because my arm's not working, and my arm's not working because I fucking tore it, and then I relived the event that it happened, and it brings you down, man. It fucking brings you down, and the best thing that I've done for myself is just to keep busy because then I don't think about that shit. I just always am thinking of a way forward instead of just looking back and getting depressed.
You've been doing good at it, and like you never know. Like, I mean, the injury factor in strongman is at 100%.
Oh yeah,
And everyone gets injured. Everyone gets injured really bad, and you just don't know what it's going to hit. It doesn't no rhyme or reason, But I mean, with this one happening, you never know what else was kind of teetering, kind of like your hamstring was or whatever. So maybe it's a chance for everything to heal and for you to come back and get all the titles. I mean,
It was a
that's
pretty
what I think
grueling
is gonna
season
happen.
for you. Tons of ups and downs.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because I won my first world title, which is the highlight of my career so far. I mean, I'm world champion. I'm the strongest man on earth. That's fucking awesome to be able to say, and I have the trophy, pictures, videos, everything to prove it.
Yeah.
And then the next accolade to to my name after winning that was tearing my fucking pec, which is a very serious injury when it comes to strength training. So it's like I've had the worst injury in my career and the biggest win of my career in the same year. Right. So I will say this though, I'm just looking forward to the comeback.
Yeah.
And you can't come back as many.
documentary fucking like story. The comeback.
Oh, we know there's going to be a story. We just don't know which one it's going to be. We're picking. It's going to be legit. But like, I mean, people listen. It's like, oh, you can't come back from that. But like, half Thor tore his completely off his arm, and then he was lifting 5-pound dumbbells for a while. And then you get in there and you hit the all-time deadlift record.
Yeah.
So yeah, you come back from it. You just don't screw it up in the meantime.
And that's been one of the. It's been hard, and it hasn't been hard to do that just because I don't have a problem following the protocol. I don't have a problem with, like, pushing myself so hard that I re-hurt myself. I don't have a problem with any of that shit, and I thought a lot of people thought that I would have that problem, but I really don't.
Yeah.
Whatever's best for my recovery so I can come back healthy and this doesn't happen again, I'll do it. I'm not hung up about that. It's just I miss it.
Yeah.
I miss competing. I've got that beautiful, like, $1,800 fucking custom made Slater log in the gym.
Yeah,
it's just collecting dust because I lifted it one time when it first got there, and then I haven't touched it since, and it bothers me not being able to lift heavy weight.
I'm glad you guys are still in the gym, though. I mean, I've been watching you. I've been watching trainers. I don't know how long they've been lifting. Been lifting 35 years. You know, I've either worked at a gym or owned a gym for a quarter century. And you guys, you know, those training sessions go well. Yeah. And some of these initial guys.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're talking about when we're
coaching.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, like, you know, this isn't just like looking at your phone and counting reps and sleeping. I'm not saying anybody does that, but I'm just saying you go to other gyms, you just see some bullshit training.
Yep.
But I mean, you guys, I mean, like some of these people are so lucky. Like Jordan's like getting the 101 for y'all. It's like this session should be a damn $1,000. You know, from the Strokes of Earth and Matt over here. I mean, like, but here in a minute, I mean, that's gonna pop, and I you know, it's gonna be, you know, kind of hard with your schedule later on when you're back doing your stuff, but for now, man, that is going well.
Yeah,
you guys look great doing that.
Like you said, the technically that's like a slow season right now, and we haven't really promoted it. Really,
no, we've had a couple of stories. It's all
been word of mouth, so which is a good sign that the training is going well, or like the coaching is working.
There's a market for it.
Yeah, right. If people
there's definitely a market. Yeah, we just hadn't done anything about it. But if anybody's interested, they can always go to the gym5.com website and message me through there. Then I can kick it out to you guys or however you want to do that. But,
sounds good to me.
Yeah, I mean it's those are looking sharp, and that's complete expert advice.
Yeah,
I would say so.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it is.
We're gonna create some dogs.
We have a baseline for 3 fucking dogs already. Yeah. I'm excited about their progress. I really am.
Are interested in the idea of competing in something, whether it's powerlifting or strongman. But
yeah, we got another guy joining us this week. Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently he's a bench specialist. So
we'll fix that. We'll take him from a bench specialist to just being strong.
Yeah. We create well-rounded animals.
Yeah.
We don't create specialists.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be exciting.
Right now we're at about an hour 15, so you want to start wrapping it up?
Yeah, I guess we'll transition. I mean, this is... So, Adam, we do something we kind of mentioned before where we go talk about something, maybe a hot take on whatever.
Something that you know will get you a little bit of heat, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we call it the bottom line.
Okay.
And,
you make your case, you state the problem, you make your case, you say why this just irks you, it's something that should go away, it should never exist, something that's bullshit, society, in the gym, it could be fucking anything.
Whatever
just something that irks you.
It doesn't have to be
just
political.
something that irks you, and then finish it off with, and that's the bottom line, because Adam said so.
So you have what you're ripping and roaring right now.
I live in a perpetual state of hating people and things. So
yeah, heard it first.
So I'm ready. All right,
let's hear it.
You want to know what really bothers me? What really grinds my gears? Is I'm driving to the gym. I'm driving to the grocery store. Maybe me and the wife, we're having a nice date night. We hop in the car, nice cozy car ride over to our destination. And on the way, you see a cyclist. And it's never just one. They travel in packs. You see those skinny legs, spandex wearing, stupid helmet having cyclist pieces of shit.
Taking up 5 legs.
And they're not following the fucking street rules like everybody else on the road by any stretch of the imagination. I've seen them blow through stop signs. I've seen them blow through red lights. I've seen them cut people off. And the fact that they have the entitlement and the arrogance behind it to just fucking look at me while I'm driving my big ass truck and go, you need to share the road. I want to turn you into roadkill more than I want my next breath. All right? So I want to say this from the bottom of my heart, with every fiber of my being, with every single ounce of my soul. Fuck you if you ride your bike. Fuck you if you ride your bike on the road, in the lane, cutting off traffic and making us all drive 4 miles an hour. I hope that you crash your bike. I hope you stub your toe. I hope that your car insurance cancels on you. And I hope that your stove is left on and it sets your house on fire. I can't stand you people. I cannot stand you people. Cyclists, find a bike path or get on the sidewalk. Stay off the road. And that's the bottom line, because the T-Rex said so.
Now that was some energy.
Yeah.
What you got, Matt?
Did you see that? Yeah. Okay. We'll go to mine. Mine.
Uh-oh, he sat forward. He's serious about this.
Hold on,
There you go.
Yeah,
Let me just
Oh,
get into this.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, let me get into
There it
this.
is. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Never is.
It just fucks up the cameras and shit. Yeah, just,
No, that's gonna be good.
Similar to you. Nice Saturday night. Hard week of training. Mm-hmm. My tummy's grumbling.
Oh yeah.
I gotta get some nourishment.
Gotta get something in that belly.
I gotta fill my belly. All right, I gotta feed the old lady. Gotta make sure she's not hangry.
Absolutely.
Gotta keep peace in the household.
Absolutely. Happy wife, happy life.
Exactly. Let's go downtown. Let's go to a nice little restaurant today. We're like going to the pub downtown with the old in the Gulch. Delicious burgers. Awesome deviled eggs that I love to eat.
What?
Yeah. I go down there and I start looking for parking. I start scouring. I start finding these empty lots that are gravel, filled with nails, filled with homeless people, filled with shit. And it cost me $45 to park there for 30 minutes.
Deal. We're downtown.
For downtown, that is a deal.
Nothing grinds my gears more than when I'm going to the city that I live in. I'm not a tourist. I live here. I'm a resident. 3 years. Mm-hmm. Pay my taxes.
Preach it.
I pay my dues.
What?
And I go down there, and I can't find a parking spot to save my fucking life. Or if I do, it costs me as much as my dinner, if not more, to park there for an hour. And if I don't pay it, I'm left with a $150 ticket on my fucking windshield that I have to address to some asshole operator that won't even give me the time to pay. So I say this to Metropolis. I say this to Park Happy. I say this to all of those sons of bitches that are downtown making these parking regulations through the roof, hurting our economy, hurting our people that live here in Nashville. I say this, fuck you. I say that. I say fuck you. Lower those prices. Let me park there. Let me go eat some delicious food. Let me nourish my body so I can horse massive loads over my head. And if they don't change it, I might have to go down there and whoop somebody's fucking ass. And that's the bottom line, because the Buffalo said so.
All right.
Not bad.
Boy, I don't know if I
right.
could beat this. This was peak cinema.
It's like WWE to learn a
that we just
You
had
gotta
to
watch
listen
some
to.
old school rock and Stone Cold.
And damn it, if people don't know, people know me that I can rant with the best of them in the country and want to get me to shut up. But I was thinking about all this shit that pisses me off, and I already mentioned property taxes, different things like that in politics, or whatever, just dumbass, the way people think nowadays. It's just everything's fun. But here's the thing that I thought about today as I came over here. I wore this Barbells for Bullies shirt, and I decided not to wear a Gym 5 shirt. You know, I've got more members, but I think this is very important. This is something very dear to me that I've always done with animal rescue. So if this Christmas, and I think this thing may come out before Christmas.
It will.
Oh, well.
Everyone, don't go out and buy these damn Labradoodle dogs and shit. I mean, don't go out and buy these like $12,000 dogs. Look, you need to, and this is something like this is like not a tough guy thing, and this is kind of why I do it. But like, I'm not a damn tough guy, but I want to say it in this tough guy atmosphere is like, go to the animal shelter, go walk through the animal shelter before you think about going to buy one of these Labradoodles or buying anything. Mm-hmm. And as far as you go, these Barbells for Bullies, around 1 million pit bull type dogs are put to sleep every year because people breed dogs and people don't get dogs fixed, and then people if 6% of the people would not buy a dog, there would be no euthanasia of cats or dogs in the animal shelter. So what I want people to do is I challenge you, before you buy that dog, or if anybody would to go get an animal, go to the shelter and adopt a dog. Wow. It's the most fulfilling thing that you can do in your life, and they've always been my best friend. But
Adopt, don't shop.
Adopt, don't shop. That's exactly right. And that's the bottom line.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. Love that.
That was fucking wholesome.
Yeah, that was wholesome.
That was
I
great.
feel good about myself afterwards.
Yeah.
That was a good bottom line right
amazing.
there.
Yeah.
That was amazing. Fuck yeah. Wrap it up. Bring it to an end. You want to plug Gym 5? We can get them in there.
Yeah, I think we've been plugging Gym 5, and you know, I mean, if anybody wants to check it out, gym5.com is the website. We got Gym 5 Nashville, and is the Instagram page. But if you'll go and find a bunch of guitar stuff on there. And if I was to get in another rant, The reason I always prop up the guitar stuff and post this crap because, like, man, I like talented musicians that try hard.
Yeah.
I think that music in Nashville, and I've been going out to country bars and things since I was 16 years old. My dad just lived downtown. He used to take me out drinking. They didn't give a shit. There was no women down there, no nothing. They just wanted somebody to go to the bar. So I used to go drinking all the time. Love the music, and that's why I moved here. But man, things have gotten damn stupid. I mean, like, think about this. Like this whole AI thing. It's like I think the number one record right now, or number one group is fucking AI. It's called like Broken Rust or some bullshit. You can look it up. So that's why support local musicians, support talented people, you know, and like these guys, support hardworking people.
Wow. Yeah, keep computers out of the entertainment industry.
That's for damn sure.
That's the bottom line.
That's the bottom line.
Fuck yeah. Primal Perspectives podcast. Coach Buffalo Strength. You can go to Coach Buffalo Strength on Instagram. If you go to our link tree on Primal Perspectives, you can see all of our stuff in there. Just hit the links, follow everything, and they'll bring you to where you want to go. Buy some merch for a special someone this year. They need it, and yeah, it's nice. So, what do you got?
And of course, the strongest man on earth 2025, Evan the T-Rex Singleton. I have my own website, trexkingdom.com. It's where you can get all of your amazing Tyrannosaurus Rex Evan Singleton merch, including the upcoming but very sought after and highly desirable strongest man on earth Evan the T-Rex Singleton t-shirt. I'm going to be dropping this along with a couple of other options, including this in both white, off gray, whatever this is, and red. It's going to be a really, really awesome design. I worked really hard on it. I had an amazing designer come up with it. And then obviously all the proceeds again go to me and my recovery and rehab to get back to full strength so I can bring the best package possible to World's Strongest Man 2026. Evan _ T-Rex _ Strongman is my Instagram. There I have my link tree. That is pretty much the link to every single one of my sponsors, including my own personal YouTube channel, Primal Perspectives. And make sure to tune in, subscribe, like, comment if you have not already. And until the next one, stay primal.